It's the final day here in San Antonio, and we're joined today by the pitching coach for the Rough Riders, Jeff Andrews, who is back for his fifth season with the team. And Jeff, a veteran group you've got to work with this year, a lot of guys who you've either seen before or who have a lot of experience. Does that make it a little bit easier in terms of being able to reach some of the guys when you're trying to get through to them or teach them?
I think a lot of it has to do, there's not as much panic. You know, the first time guys come to a new level, you know, the first month or so is always kind of a whirlwind. You know, new ballparks, new hotels, travel's different than what they used to. And guys that have been through the league here before, they're kind of used to everything. There's not many surprises. And with the older guys, you know, even with guys from the other organization that have come, it's, you know, it's kind of baseball as usual for them. There's not that many new tricks you have to worry about.
Coming into this season, I really thought the pitching would have to be leaned heavily upon, at least in the early portion while the lineup was still getting its legs here in the Texas League. The bullpen in particular has been impressive. Already still three guys that have yet to give up a run. Briggy with 3 innings last night to add on to that list. But it seems like a group that, you know, you come up with a different variety of arms, mostly right-handed, but different styles of pitching, and it's an impressive group to watch.
Yeah, right now they're doing okay. They haven't done much to beat themselves, or they haven't been exposed too often. Boo's done a nice job of making sure they all have rest when they pitch, especially in the first month that we're not putting guys back to back or overloading them with a certain amount of innings in one night. And I think they've all been fresh when they've went out there.
And it's been difficult to do that because of how uneven the start of the season has been in terms of a rhythm. Doubleheader on the opening night. It seems like things are getting going, and then you have a starter only go 2 innings or so, and then you have to go deep into the bullpen, a 17-inning game. So there really hasn't been a real rhythm established through this first month that I think ideally everyone would like to see.
Yeah, and you're right, Alex, but also to the same point, we've also had some awful good timing with off days at certain points that we needed to have that got everybody kind of back on track and let the bullpen catch up. But one of the things that the bullpen has done, the relievers have done, is that any time we've given, I can't even recall through the first month, given a guy X amount of innings to go when he's went out there that he's done it. We haven't had to go out and get a guy because of poor performance. They've usually been able to do the work, which makes it really easy to plan as far as who's going to pitch when.
I want to talk to you a little bit about Neil Ramirez, a guy who came into this year almost a make-or-break type season for him. Was given the option to return in a starting role when there was a spot here, and he has really taken off with it. He's pitched better than I've seen him pitch, better than Boo has ever seen him pitch, so I would imagine that would be the same for you. What has been the change, if there has been a change, from what you've seen with him from a pitching coaching perspective?
If I had to guess, you know, and I think we've all liked Neil's physical skills over the years. So I think it's probably somehow he's kind of corralled and roped in the mental side of it, maybe a little bit better than he ever has before, settling into a better routine mentally, maybe not living and dying so much from one outing, you know, and making sure that he's pitching good rather than, you know, the results of a game. Whatever it is, he looks calmer. He looks more at peace with what he's doing. And you're right, he has been throwing the ball well this year.
On the other end of the spectrum, Cody Buckel has had a difficult start to the season. There have been a lot of opinions, you know, mental, is it something physical? He seems just out of whack in all aspects. Has there been anything, or what have you been working on with Cody to try get him back to where he was at the end of last season and where a lot of folks see that he can be?
Well, it's baseball. Everybody goes through slumps. Everybody has times in their careers where they don't perform as well as they want to, and they're not doing as good as they want to, and Cody's in that spot right now. That's going to be a process. I don't think it's one of those things that's going to turn on and off overnight. I don't think he's going to go 7 or 8 innings tomorrow. We're all rooting for Cody to get his issues straightened out and be able to enjoy baseball again.
One of the pitchers who does not have as set of a role within the organization and with regard to what his future is, but has pitched well this year is Randy Henry. He's been a guy that's been used in all portions of the game, whether it's been starting, end of game, long relief. He's been mostly a long reliever for this team this year, but he's still a guy who brings pretty intriguing tools. He looks like he has good stuff. What do you ultimately see out of Randy, and is he a guy who can, be a another one of these riders, relievers that magically appears in the Rangers bullpen at some point unexpected?
Randy is showing the ability to eat multiple innings, which is really nice. Because if you can eat multiple innings, then that means that your value goes up in the sense of a reliever. If you can throw multiple innings, you can usually throw one inning. So, and it's just the value of, if you're a starter, you can usually throw a long relief. If you're a starter, you usually can throw a long relief and throw one inning. So I mean, it starts from the top. The more innings that you have the ability to throw, the better that your future is. I don't know if Randy has enough of a third pitch right now, and he certainly hasn't needed it, and time hasn't dictated it. But I think he's doing fine right where he is. Who knows, where it takes him. But he's throwing the ball really good right now.
Finally tonight, a familiar face on the mound for the other team, Wilfredo Boscan throws, and Jason Hart was telling me the other day that he was going to have you give the scouting report to the hitters before the game. I'm not sure if he was completely serious or not, but is there a whole lot that you can tell the hitters that they haven't already seen from having seen Boscan last year or been a teammate of his?
The thing with Bosca is you just got to watch what he's doing with two strikes. What's he doing when he's ahead in the count? And that's pretty much it. And see if he's pitching like he did, 2 or 3 years ago, and he'd throw soft to finish a hitter, or if, like he did last year when he was thought in more powerful terms of using his fastball more to put away hitters. So that's going to be the big thing, is how is he playing the last end of every count.
Well, Jeff, great start for the pitching staff this far. We appreciate the time. Good luck out there tonight.
Thank you, Alex.
That's Jeff Andrews, the Rough Riders pitching coach. We're back with more of our pregame show after this on the Frisco Rough Riders Baseball Network.